Yeah. सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थितसत्तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। Okay, 7 onwards. नियतस्य तु सन्न्यासः।
It's me, right?
7th shloka.
It's me, Guruji.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
नियतस्य तु
Niyatasya tu sanyasaha
कर्मणो नोपपद्यते
karmano nopapadyate
मोहात् तस्य परित्यागः
mohat tasya parityagaha
तामसः परिकीर्तितः।
tamasah parikirtitaha
दुःखमित्येव यत्कर्म
dukkhamityeva yat karma
कायक्लेशभयात् त्यजेत्
kaya klesha bhayatyajit
सकृत्वा राजसं त्यागम्
akrutva rajasam tyagam
नैव त्यागफलं लभेत्।
नैवत्यागफलं लभेत्
कार्यमित्येव यत्कर्म
कार्यमित्येव यत्कर्म
नियतं क्रियतेऽर्जुन।
नियतं क्रियतेऽर्जुन
सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा फलं चैव
सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा फलं चैव
तत्त्यागः सात्विको मतः।
तत्यागः सात्विको मतः
न द्वेष्ट्यकुशलं कर्म
न द्वेष्ट्यकुशलं कर्म
कुशले नानुषज्यते।
कुशलेनानुसज्जते
त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः
त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः
मेधावी छिन्न संशयः।
मेधावी छिन्न संशयः
न हि देहभृता शक्यम्
न हि देहभृता शक्यम्
त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः।
त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः
यस्तु कर्मफलत्यागी
यस्तु कर्मफलत्यागी
सत्यागीत्यभिधीयते।
तत्यागीत्यभिधीयते
Once again, न हि देहभृता शक्यम्
न हि देहभृता शक्यम्
त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः
त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः
यस्तु कर्मफलत्यागी
यस्तु कर्मफलत्यागी
तत्यागीत्यभिधीयते
सत्यागीत्यभिधीयते. धन्यवादः.
So Bhagavan Shri Krishna is talking about sannyasa and tyagaha, and he says both are essentially identical. Not only essentially, he's saying both are identical. Okay? And there is no need to differentiate the two. Ashrama sannyasa is there, but that's not the sannyasa I'm talking about now. Sannyasa is what? Yastu karma phala tyagi. Okay. Sangam tyaktva phalam chaiva. So that phala tyagaha is there. Phala sanga tyagaha is there. Okay. Phala tyagaha means nobody can do anything without having an end in view, without having a phalam in view. That is what impels us to do. And therefore, phalam is very clear. What I want is very clear. But phala sanga tyagaha is there. I know that I don't control the outcome. I do my best and leave the rest to God. You know, that is beautiful. That's a beautiful attitude. Leave the rest to God. Even to make a statement is not easy. Just to come out of our mouth, leave the rest to Him. They say all that. And so that is what he's saying. Phalatyagaha is equal to phalasangatyagaha. Okay. These things he was talking about. It's really Sattvika Sannyasaha is equal to Karma Yogaha, is equal to Sattvika Tyagaha. These things we saw. So what was studied from the second chapter onwards is being repeated. And so in this shloka, a very important shloka, Nahi deha vrutha shakyam tyaktum karmani asheshataha. यहाँ तु कर्म फल त्यागी सह त्यागी इति अभिधीयते. That is a way to split those words. Previously, what did he say? Krishna said in the Yajna Dana Tapah Karma Natyajyam. Natyajyam must not be given up. Our duties cannot be given up. That's what he said. In this shloka, he's saying one cannot give up. One cannot. Even the possibility of giving up, you should give up. The possibility of giving up, you should give up. Why? Because it's not possible to give up. Nahi deha vrita shakyam tyaktum. Karmani tyaktum. The possibility of giving up karmani, right? Karmas. Asheshataha. Asheshataha means what? Completely, without a trace. Okay? He's saying, na shakyam, nahi shakyam. Indeed, it is impossible. Impossible, he says. Yeah. Why? Because mere survival requires us to do a lot of karma. Mere survival. And what shloka comes to your mind if we say something like this?
नहि कश्चित् क्षणमपि जातु कर्म कृत
Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karma kriti. 3.5, third chapter. Karyate hyavashah karma sarvaha prakriti jai gunaihi. Like that, Krishna already said. Kshanamapi. Not even for a moment it's possible. The guy who says, I'm not doing anything now. Are you at home? Are you, no, I'm not doing anything now. Yes, I'm at home. What kind of statement is I'm not doing anything? I'm talking on the phone, first of all. And how can you say I'm not doing anything? That's what Krishna is saying. Hey, okay, it's all right to say I'm not doing anything. Nothing wrong with that statement. But we are doing something on there. Can't take it literally. I'm there at home. That means what? I came home, I'm here, I'm going from room to room. And like this, so much activity is going on. And or the friend will say after studying Bhagavad Gita, don't do that, please continue to breathe until I come. Something like that he will have to say. Don't stop doing. So like that. So that shloka comes to our mind, same thing. Nahi deha brita satyam shakyam. Deha brita, by the one who has this body, by the one who indwells in this body. Dehabrit, Takarant, Sanskrit students, Takaranta Pullingam. So Dehabrit. So Dehabrita will become Tritiya Ekavachanam Pullingam. Okay. Dehabrit, Dehabritau, Dehabritaha. Dehabritam, Dehabritau, Dehabritaha, Dehabrita. Dehabritbhyam, Dehabritbihi. Sanskrit students, others can ignore. And so that is Dehabrita. Okay, like Bhagavata. Bhagavata Proktam, told by Bhagavan, like that. All right. So by that Deha Brith, by that one who is indwelling in this body, by the one for whom this body belongs to, that person is called Deha Brith. Okay. Asheshataha, completely. Some karmas can be given up. We have to give up some karmas, correct? This whole journey, brahmachari is there, then grihastha is there. So brahmachari karmas given up, more karmas taken up as a grihastha. Then grihastha means how long it goes. Then vanaprastha means it says you have to give up a lot of karma. Lot of engagements have to be given up. Otherwise the shastra cannot be pursued. Otherwise I'll be just in the circuit, constantly in the circuit, all marriages attending and all that. Don't need to attend all marriages. You can announce to everybody, to friends, as and when they call you. Yeah, I called you 2 times. You didn't pick up the phone. It's very unusual. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was in classes. I was studying. And, I'm changing focus right now. So don't mistake me. We have to say that. We have learned to say these things. Correct? And so it doesn't mean everybody can't call me every time just like that. But that is a stage. And even you have to change that stage. I don't have to advise others, but I can announce to other people that this is what I'm doing. I'm studying Bhagavad Gita, I'm studying Kathoparishad, I'm attending Swamiji's classes, I'm learning Sanskrit, I'm teaching Sanskrit, I'm teaching Shlokas to children. So many things are going on. Everything requires preparation. And so, therefore, and that's why I didn't pick up the call. Don't mistake. They will understand. Any human being will understand. And slowly, all these calls also will reduce. That is how it should be. Call should reduce. From me also, call should reduce. From them also to me, call should reduce. That is the stage, changing stage. So karma can be, some karma has to be eliminated. Some karmas can be replaced by other karmas. Okay, you can come up with your own examples. Replaced. And so I used to go 10 kilometers to buy all these things. Okay, I can pay a little extra and buy it from close by itself. It saves me 1 hour time. Huh? Change the emphasis. Okay, I have to pay a little extra. Yeah, learn to pay a little extra. So a little extra, if you pay, imagine how much time you can save. Have you thought about it? You do your calculation. You'll be amazed how much it works out. People who say, I don't have time, suddenly will have a lot of time. Okay. So even though time cannot be purchased, this is an indirect way of purchasing time. So one karma can be replaced by other also. All these things are possible. Some karmas can be changed. But elimination of karma completely is a pipe dream. It is not even practical. Asheshataha karmani tyaktum. Okay. And So, just for mere survival, I need oxygen, I'm breathing, constantly breathing. Without my knowledge also, I'm breathing. And so many people are doing seva for this body survival. And we don't know. Yesterday, you know what? I was going in my bicycle, I was going down, there is a slope. And then there is a young lady walking up slope, uphill, she's walking there. She has a small baby. Her baby is on her shoulder. And she's climbing. She has to climb. It's a small climb. And I saw her face was radiant. Means she's sweating. It's the middle of the day, but she's happy. And the baby is unaware, totally unaware of the middle of the day, and mother is carrying me somewhere. Nothing the baby knows. Because baby is quietly just like that. And so I was thinking, how many people held us when we were young? We don't know. How many shoulders we were sleeping on? We don't know. And absolutely no idea. I have no idea. Mother, father, maximum. Okay, some joint family might have been there those days. And we relied on so many people. We can't even say thanks because we don't know who it is. At least you should, if you know somebody, you can say, you know what? Amma told me all these stories about you those days. It seems you took me somewhere to that shopping, this thing in a bus and all that. And did I enjoy it? Yes, yes. Oh, how do you remember all this? Yeah, mother told me all that. So, like that, these stories are endless stories. So, we have benefited from everybody. And so, our karma will not end, cannot end, will not end. We have to keep saying thanks. Saying thanks itself will be a full time job, full-time job. We have to thank Arjuna. Do you know why? We have to thank Arjuna because Arjuna asked the question, Krishna started talking. It is not Krishna's initiative; it is Arjuna's initiative, and uh, and because of that, we are benefiting. So we have to do Arjunaya Namaha periodically. Krishnaya Namaha within brackets Arjunaya Namaha. Like our Kathopanishad. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaivasvataya Mrityave Brahma Vidyacharya Nachiketa Secha. Look at Shankaracharya. I am doing salam. This one, namaste to our Nachiketa also. Therefore, because there it is, Nachiketa is a different order. Nachiketa didn't come crying to Yama. He's already, look at the difference. Same Shastram. That's why this Bhagavad Gita Shastram is huge. Nachiketa Shastram is only 200 shlokas. 200 mantras or something. So, anyway, there's so many people we have to talk. Thank Shankaracharya, Vyasa, everybody has to be thanked about. That's why we have Pancha Mahayajna. So we can never say, I don't know who to thank. Like that, we can't say. It's very, we can't say that. So, Yahatu, okay, why did I say all that? Asheshataha, you can't. It's not possible to eliminate karma completely. Yahatu karma phalatyagi. Sahatyagi iti abhidhiyate. On the other hand, the person, the one who is tyagi of karma phalam, tyagi of karma phalam, that person is called a tyagi. Karma phala tyagam can be done completely. Karma cannot be given up, but karma phala sangaha can be given up. Phalam also did not stick to me. Did not stick to me. Okay, like that lotus leaf on which nothing sticks. Neither sukham sticks nor dukkham sticks. It's a very strange idea, very novel idea, a very essential idea. Okay, and so that karma phalatyagi already introduced to us karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbuhu. Hey, don't consider yourself as the author of the results of action because you're not the author. You only trigger. You trigger the outcome. By pouring water outside on that small sapling, I am only helping the plant to grow. But don't assume that you are the one who is making the plant to grow. Plant has its own ability to grow. I am one of the factors. Air is there, rain is there, sunshine is there. It needs all that. And so that tulasi plant is growing. I'm just a nimitta. One minor factor in the whole thing. Nutrition, sand in the mud. There is so much nutrition. I didn't give all that. And so this whole law of growth of the plant, I didn't create all that. It's all Ishvara at work. And so, there used to be a board in the US, I've seen it. Here, I don't see that board. And it's very interesting. They say men at work. Oh, the road construction is going on. Men at work. Nice. Men at it's a caution. Guys, drive carefully. And there are people here. They're going to have all these instruments and drilling and this and that. Everything is going on. Men at work. See, men are always at work. Women are also always at work. But here, men are. Okay. And then third chapter, Mayi Sarvani Karmani Sanyasya Adhyatma Chetasa Karma Yoga. Sanyasya Adhyatma Chetasa Nirashi Nirmamo Bhutva Yudhyasya Vigata Jvara. Vigata Jvara. Anxiety. Give up anxiety, he says. Krishna, very bold statement. Anxiety. How can you give up anxiety? Yeah, Krishna is saying it is possible. It is possible only when you do karma phalatyaga. Karma phalatyaga. Be clear about what the phalam is. It's not like I'm blindly doing stuff. No, you should not blindly do stuff. In fact, a karma yogi will be doing things very focused, because all this worry is gone, anxiety is gone. I have to do what I have to do, and then let things come. Let things come. Whatever course correction is needed, I will do that also. Everything practical. Karma yogis are very practical people. Really, it's not that they are everything. Whatever they want, they get. That also won't happen. They just able to handle everything. Handle everything. So, so even the worst suffering is meant for my own antakarana shuddhi. Bold statement. Even the worst suffering. Karma yoga he also he has to go through whatever is coming. It's not like everything God is going to come with a platter every morning and your day is going to be good. Such that guarantee also is not there. Not there. So long ago I read a statement. Anything that does not kill me can only make me stronger. Okay? Can only make me stronger. Means what? Hey, you do what you have to do. I don't allow situations in life to victimize yourself. Okay? And I'm not a victim of anything. And the body is going through whatever it's going through. And so that is karma phalatyaga. And so satyagi iti abhidhiyate. That person that renunciate of that karma phala is called a tyagi. It's called a tyagi or is equal to sannyasi. Without changing any dress, that person can be called a sannyasi. That Krishna is saying. Okay, let's translate this. Indeed, actions cannot be given up completely. Indeed, actions cannot be given up completely by the one who sustains a body. By the one who sustains a body. Semicolon. But the one who is a renunciate, the one who is a renunciate of the results of action is called a tyagi. But the one who is a renunciate of the results of action is called a tyagi. Once again, indeed, actions cannot be given up completely by the one who sustains a body. But the one who is a renunciate of the results of action is called a tyagi. Next shloka. Anishtamistam mishrancha
अनिष्टमिष्टं मिश्रं च
trividham karmanah phalam
त्रिविधं कर्मणः फलम्
bhavatyatyaginaam pretya
भवत्यत्यागिनां प्रेत्या
natu sannyasinam kvachit
न तु सन्न्यासिनां क्वचित्
अनिष्टमिष्टं मिश्रञ्च
अनिष्टमिष्टं मिश्रं च
त्रिविधं कर्मणः फलम्
त्रिविधं कर्मणः फलम्
भवत्यत्यागिनां प्रेत्य
भवत्यत्यागिनां प्रेत्या
न तु सन्न्यासिनां क्वचित्.
न तु सन्न्यासिनां क्वचित्
So he's talking about phalam, karmanaha phalam, karma phalam, right? There will be three types of karma phalam, he says. Okay. So he's talking about if you don't employ this attitude, if you quickly do not adopt this attitude, what attitude? Of giving up karma phalam, karma phala sangaha, and thereby focusing your work properly, focusing on karma. Karma cannot be given up. Nobody is asking you to give up karma, but you have to give up all this kamya karma, etc. After some time, there should not be a desire to go to this place and that place and that place and that place and that place. So planning, year-long planning of every month I have to go to this place. That also I can give up slowly. Why? Because that's all karma. And you have to focus on jnanam. And so slowly give up all that karma. The kamya karma is given up. Nishiddha karma is given up. Prayaschitta karma is given up. These are all important in our culture. And so all of them are given up. And then for the other things, karma phala tyagaha. Punyam and papam given up. That's a huge step. For a Hindu, it's a very big step. And also a natural step. A Hindu also knows that eventually punyam also I must give up. That is the tyaga, ultimate tyaga. And so if I don't adopt this mindset, what is the consequence of that? That he's going to talk about here. Okay. Anishtam ishtam mishram cha. Trividham karmanaha phalam. Trividham, threefold, three types of results of karma will be there. Okay? Anishtam, ishtam, and mishram. Anishtam means undesirable results of action. Obviously, action is going to have three types of results. Either it's undesirable, or it's desirable, or mishram. Mishram, some combination of mishram. Somebody was talking about hiring this marriage hall, kalyana mandap, and so a lot of options are there, but this person is unable to decide. You know why? You know why? What is close by to home is very expensive. What is inexpensive, cheapest one, it does not have air conditioner, does not have windows, does not have rooms. And then somewhere in between, if you go, it's good. AC is there, rooms are there, but no AC. So constantly the person is going around and unable to decide. what to do, what to hire. So you have to decide. So Mishra, these things are all Mishra. Everything comes as a Mishra. That's why we are all called Mishras. Don't think people from UP and those Bhaiyas are all called Mishras. You and I also are Mishra only. That is the meaning of Mishra, yeah? Punya Papa Mishra. That's who we are. So somebody, you just surprise somebody next time. What's your name? You just say Kavita Mishra. Oh, Kavita Mishra? Let's see how they respond, So that's how it is. And so if I don't adopt this Ishvara Prasada, Ishvararpana Buddhi and Prasada Buddhi, then I'm going to have these three types of results. And which means what? Which means Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Mananam will be there. So that cycle will be constant. I'll be continuing to remain in that cycle. So I'm not a karma yogi anymore. I am a karmi. Karmi. I'm just a doer. Just like anybody else, I'm also doing a lot of things. There's no difference between this intelligent me. I call myself intelligent. Intelligent me and non-intelligent her, him also, same thing. Same thing as far as this is concerned. And so permanent fear of outcomes will be there. Permanent anxiety will be there. See what's all going on. So anxiety, we can't eliminate anxiety. I'm not making it this into an impractical thing. Anxiety will be there because the survival of the body is there. I'm looking at a broad vision here, fantastic vision, which says I am not the body. And so even if the body perishes, it's all right. Nothing wrong. Body will perish. I don't have to resist it. I can protect myself, but I don't have to be adversely affected. Initial anxiety will be there. Later on, I can accept the fact completely. We saw our many Houston people are not here today. Hurricane, one of the biggest hurricanes Houston has ever seen. Okay. I saw a hurricane. We had to leave Houston. We had to evacuate Houston. And all roads full of cars. And so bad it was that there are people who died on the way because of heat, intense heat, and because traffic jam. And people didn't plan, city didn't plan it at all. They should have made two-way streets, they should have made one way. Big mistakes and all they made. And then they learned all this. And there was a bus load of people going, and that bus was with the AC on and sitting in the highway, not able to move for 36 hours. They couldn't, 1.5 days. That kind of traffic jam it was. And people died just sitting in the vehicles. Anyway, it's all kinds of problems it was. In a big city, we say West and all that. Look at how much anxiety there is. There will be anxiety. So we have to keep all that in mind. And that's why the Bhagavad Gita becomes even more important. Even more important. Correct? And so this Trividham Karmanaha Phalam, it will produce threefold results. Anishtam, which means Papa Karma is there, undesirable results. Drishtam also is there, Adrishtam also is there for any action. And because the person's attitude is still an average attitude, and instead of at least being practical and changing course and looking at it, how can I do things better? That person will begin to point fingers at everybody else, my neighbor, government. And then finally, if nobody is available, they will say, this is Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is there. Our Shastra, we have to be Hindu for all these reasons. We have a lot more things to blame. Or Shani, not Shani. Sade Sati is there. We can blame that fellow also. Shani. Shanishwara. Blame him. He's there only for blaming. Nobody worships Shanishwara. Only when this 7.5 is there. So we have a lot more people to blame. And so Anishtam, Ishtam, Punyaphalam, desirable things, whatever, many things we desire, that also will be there. And Mishramcha. Mishramcha. This mix of results will be there. And so Krishna is not simply indicating the things that we get. on a day-to-day basis, but it's indicative of future births also. And so, urdhvam gachanti sattvastaha, madhye tishtanti rajasaha, jaganya guna samvritta, jaganya guna samvrittaha. Then something comes. Okay, that shloka we've seen, right? That is number Jaganya Gunavrittistaha Adho Gachanti Tamasaha. So three types of those lokas we talked about in the 14th chapter, 18th shloka, 14.18. So that's the indication of that kind of punarjanma again and again is there. Why punarjanma? Hey, punarjanma has to be there because nothing can be destroyed. Science itself says nothing can be destroyed. Energy can't be destroyed, mass cannot be destroyed. The Atma is more than mass and energy. Means mass and energy, I am conscious of mass and energy. Mass and energy is not conscious of me. That is why they are inert. I am not an inert being. I am consciousness. If mass and energy, that inert itself, there is no destruction. How can you confidently say, the consciousness is going to be destroyed forever? No chance. No chance at all. You have to prove it. You have to work hard to prove it. It's not going to be easy. Krishna says that such a thing doesn't exist. And so, therefore, Punarjanma is going to be there. Going to be there. It's not difficult to assimilate that vision. Rividam phalam bhavati. Look at that. Bhavati atyaginam. Atyaginam. People who don't do this kind of tyaga, this kind of tyaga is done cognitively. It's all here. It's all right here. Exactly like I've grown out of balloons. It's all right here. Balloon is there, I am there. What happened? What is the difference? Why don't I run after balloons? It's because I've grown out of balloons. I've grown out of this. I've grown out of that. And so it's cognitive. Bhavati. Here, atyagina. Those who refuse to do tyaga. Okay. Then who are all not karma yogis but karmis. Karmi, karmaha asya asti iti karmi. One who is for whom karma is the be all end all. Okay, that person is a karmi. And then what happens? For them only these three types of karmas are there. And when does this happen? Pretya. Pretya. So that means maranam, marananantaram, after death. After death. So he's talking about after death only in this shloka. Right? After death. Natu sannyasinam kvachit. Natu sannyasinam means tyaginam kvachit. Na kvachit. Hemavati ji said last class. The children say no, never. Or never ever. Sorry. Never ever. That is what this is. Na kvachit. Never ever. Never ever for the sannyasis. Means for the tyagis. For the karma phala tyagis. Never ever possible. Such a thing is not possible. Which gives us a clue. What is a clue? That shows jnanam is so different from karma. Karma is there, karma phalam is there. The entire life is governed by karma, karma phalam. And beyond that life also karma, karma phalam. Constant going on. The only thing that can stop this is jnanam, knowledge, which is entirely different from karma. And therefore, our study of the Shastram right now, suppose somebody tells you, my God, you're spending 5-6 hours studying the Shastram. You're going to get a lot of punyam. Suppose somebody says, then what should you say? You won't say it, but what is going on in your mind? What should go on in your mind is that, in fact, you are already getting a lot of punyam. I am the one who is not going to get punyam because I'm studying the Shastram. Okay, one who studies the Shastram, Advaita Vedanti I'm talking about, is not going to get punyam. Why? Because punyam means karma should be there. Karma pradhana. Jivanam only will give me karma phalam. But Shastra Pradhanam, Jnana Pradhana Jivanam cannot give any phalam. Karma phalam is not there. Antakarana Shuddhi will be there. Rapidly growing up. Rapid it will be. Antakarana Shuddhi, it is phalam, no doubt. It's a phalam of the Shravanam, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam. And then that will take us to Jnanam, which completely negates Kartritvam Karma. Naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manyeta tattvavid pashyan srinman prashan jigran. That becomes that person becomes like that. Anyway, we saw all that before. So natu sannyasina kvachit chitta shuddhi is what I'm looking for. So person is then becomes a mumuksha, mukshuhu. Then the person becomes a jignasuhu because having understood moksha properly, and karma cannot produce moksha. It has to be jnanam because ajnanam is the cause for my punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. And so I move away from karma to jnanam. But really I don't move away from karma because it is nahi deha brata shakyam. And so then what happens to karma? Karma continues to be there. Attitude with which I do karma is completely revolutionized. Revolutionary attitude to karma. What kind of attitude? Ishwararpana buddhi and prasada buddhi. Karma phala tyagaha. It's all revolutionary. And so, therefore, then jnana yogaha, guru, jnana yogyata, and then jnanam, and then moksha. That being the case, I don't see any karma phalam in this at all. In this sequence from mumukshutvam to moksha, there is no karma at all. Okay, all the karma has yielded its fruit. All the karma yoga buddhi has given me the karma shuddhi, has given me guru, Swamiji is there. So all that happens. That is the shastram. That is the way shastram looks at it. And so, therefore, Krishna is saying, therefore what? Therefore, with that attitude, take the bow. Take the bow and go to war. Take the bow and take a bow. In a bow, I think that is called bow, right? B-O-W. Bow means this bow. Bow down, right? And then take the bow. That is B-O-W. I think so. I'm not sure about the exact English pronunciation. Take the bow, go to war. Take a bow, take the bow, and go to war. Take a bow. Why take a bow? Because the vision is like that. I bow down to Ishvara. I bow down to this vision. Ishvara gave me this vision. And so that's what Krishna is saying here. Let's see the translation. The threefold result of action hyphen undesirable, desirable, and a mixture. Desirable, and a mixture. Another hyphen exists after death. For the non-renunciates. For the non-renunciates. Comma, but never for the renunciates. Renunciate means tyagi. But never for the renunciates. Okay, the threefold result of action, namely undesirable, desirable, and a mixture, exists. Exists after death for the non-renunciates, comma, but never for the renunciates. Okay, next one. Panchaitani mahabaho
पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो
कारणानि निबोध मे।
कारणानि निबोध मे।
सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि
साङ्ख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि
सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम्।
सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम्.
Yeah. So now, having talked about karma and karma phalam and karma phala tyaga, he's changing gear. Krishna is changing gear to what? He is changing gear to Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga, which also we saw. We saw that the second chapter is Sankhya Yoga. So all that he is going to mention in just these slokas till 17. Okay, from 13 to 17, he's going to talk about that akartritvam, etc. He's going to talk about. And so until 12, you can say it's about tyagaha, sanyasaha, karma tyagaha, or karma phala tyagaha, even better. Okay, not karma tyaga, karma phala tyagaha. All that was talked about, namely karma yoga. 1 to 12, if you want to know, it is karma yoga in the category of karma yoga. Okay, 2 and 3, some introduction and all was there. 1 is Arjuna's question, but it's all karma yoga. Now, this jnana yoga, which Krishna introduced to Arjuna, 2:11 was Asocyan and was Sochas. Okay, then 2:12 onwards started. Natve vaham jatu nasam natvanne me janadhipaha. What a bang it is. He tells Krishna, Arjuna, Natve vaham jatu nasam. There was never a time, neither you nor I were not there in the past. There was never a time in the past when you did not exist, nor I did not exist. You can't say that. We all also existed in the past. Nachaiva na bhavishyamaha natve vayamatah param. Hey, even in the future, we are going to continue to exist. That's what Krishna is saying. It's a Big Bang. It's not Big Bang theory. The Big Bang theory is different. This is Big Bang. It's it. Big Bang. And so Arjuna had to put up with this kind of and goes on and on. That was some 10 shlokas or so. I think it goes on to 25th shloka. Yes, if you have chapter 2 in your hand, just look that up. Okay, 24, Achedyo, 25, Avyaktoyam Achintyoyam, Avikaryoyam Uchyate. So beautiful. Tasmarevam vidit painam, Natvam shochitam arhasi. You are grieving. Nobody is going to die. It looks like people are dying and being born. Yeah, that is true. At a particular level, that's true. But then, when dharma governs, there is a question of crying. Dharma itself should not make you cry. But now I'm going to teach you Vedanta. Okay? So then after that, Karma Yoga starts. So this is Jnana Yoga. Then again in fourth chapter, look that up. 4:18. 4:18. I think you all remember this. Karma yah pashet akarmani cha karma yaha. Look at this grand statement. Karmani akarma yah pashet. One who sees actionlessness in action, and one who sees action in actionlessness. Sabuddhiman manushyeshu. That person is a buddhiman. That person is wise. The yukta kritsna karma krit. Kritsna karma krit. Kritsnam karma. All karma. He is the one who has completed all karma. He is the one who can say, my job is over. Can sign off completely, permanently sign off. That's what he's saying there. So that is 4:18 and it goes on till 24. Brahma Panam Brahma Havihi Brahmagnau Brahmana Hutam. We saw that also. Everything is Brahma. All The Karta is Brahma, the Ishvara is Brahma, and all the instruments being used to execute the action is Brahma. And the karma phalam also is Brahma. We saw that there. So it's a grand statement. Then again, fifth chapter, if you go and look at shloka number 13. So there, correct, 13. Sarva karmani manasa sanyasyaste sukham vashi. Here he says, manasa tyagaha. All karmas are given up. Manasa means buddhya. Given up by knowledge. Nobody can give up karma. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi tishtati jato akarmaka. Nobody can give up karma. Here he says karma is given up. Hey, karma is given up. Why? Because I'm an akarta. Akarta iti jnanena manasa. Then what happened to that person? Sukham aste. The person is happy forever. Sukham aste, etc. We saw all that before. From there it starts. And then till 1819, yeah, Ihaivatayujitaha, 20, Sthirabuddhihi, 21. 21. Bahya Sparsheshva Saktatma. Okay, like that in chapter 5 also. Jnana Yoga was talked about. So Arjuna can't say you did not teach. At least he should say, I remember now, you talked about Akartritvam and all. At least that much he should be able to say. Jnanam also you mentioned, and sannyasa you mentioned as a manasa sannyasaste, not vastrena sannyasaste. No, not that kind of sannyasa. Manasa, he said. Okay, so all that was said, and so, and previously we saw Prakriti, Purusha. We saw all those in the chapter there. Okay, and so Chetanam, Achetanam. This jiva is a combination of what? Conscious and inert entities. It's a combination of those two. We saw that. And so, and everybody is this gross body is visible to us. The birth of the gross body is visible. We can see with the naked eye. And so everybody gets carried away by this, what is visible to the senses. But then what about the things that are invisible? It's also very important. It's also very important, you know. And so there's this long ago, I remember somebody said, they showed me this thing and said, what do you see there? What do you see there? Closely. What do you see there? Closely you see. I see a small dot. I see a small dot in that wall, you know. Oh, you don't see the wall. You don't see the piece of paper, white piece of paper, nothing. You don't see any of that. Just a dot. That's all you see. Oh, that way. That way. That's the way it is. Life is like that. We miss out everything that is there. And then, what, Anirudhji, what's up?
Into Jnana Yoga continues till 30, no? Almost
30?
Yes.
Yeah, let's discuss it, Satsang.
Okay.
It'll come back again. Yeah, you're right. So like this, we miss out of basics. We miss out oxygen, air. We miss out until this thing is all full of smoke. Then only you realize, oh, I seem to be breathing. I need some oxygen, you know, like that. And so we always miss out the obvious. So therefore, the shift is what now? This whole journey, the shift is shifting the attention from achetanam, inert, to chetanam. Correct? Am I achetanam or am I chetanam? That becomes a $1 billion question. That journey is what we're all traversing, right? And so, and that's what Krishna mentioned in the second chapter also. Vasam sijirnani yatha vihaya. So I'm giving up bodies and taking on new bodies. Like every day I throw the old clothes out and put on new clothes. Like this, you are the Atma that takes on new bodies. Like that Krishna had hinted already to Arjuna. And so all this Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam, Karma Yoga, everything is meant to be used in this journey. That journey is what we will go through with Shravanam, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam. So, first step is understanding that there is Chetanam, Achetanam. So, the world is not just Achetanam, there is Achetanam also. That is first step. Second is to appreciate that, oh, I've taken myself to be Achetanam, but I have to look towards Chetanam. There is a problem with self-identity. I'm identifying with something that I am not. Okay, that becomes the second level of awareness here. And then third is what? Okay, Chetanam. All right, then what is this Chetanam? What is this Chetanam? Then all aspects of this consciousness will come into play. Chetanam. And so the five features of consciousness. Consciousness is not a part or a product or a property of the body. Consciousness is an independent entity that enlivens the body. Consciousness extends beyond the boundaries of the body. Consciousness survives even after the fall of the body. And the fifth feature is what? Consciousness requires the body to manifest itself. Some finite entity must be there, which you can hold on to and say, yeah, now I appreciate consciousness. Like the body. Body is conscious. Body is conscious. I need that conscious body, even though the body is not conscious. Body, then I say body borrows the consciousness from consciousness. Something like that. That idea comes only through the body. So the body is needed for me to really pursue Chetanatvam. Okay, all this is there. That's the next step. And that consciousness is Akarta, Abhokta. Krishna already indicated in the second chapter. All that is going to come. So, 221. 21. What is 221? Veda vinashinam nityam yayenam majam avyayam katham sapurushav partha kam ghatayati hantikam. This Atma cannot kill anybody. Neither can Atma be killed. Na jayate mriyate. So, that means what? Akartrutvam is mentioned there. There's Atma has no kartrutvam. Kartrutvam is there when I have an ahankara and I identify with the body and mind, then I become a karta. I'm a doer. Obviously, I've done so many things in my life, and so I'm a doer, of course. But that is a mistaken understanding of the real Atma. Real Atma is not a karta. We saw that. The Ramana Maharshi is non-yar. Abdul was talking about the other day. So, like this, we have many statements throughout the last few chapters. Third chapter also, it is there. 27th shloka of third chapter is good. Prakrite kriyamanani gunaih karmani sarvashah ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. Krishna had said, hey, this guy who considers himself, herself to be a karta, means agent of action. Ahankara vimudhatma, that person is a fool, deluded person. Deluded. Because mistaken identity. Maybe an intelligent person, maybe a patent holder, and 90 patents that person has. That's fine. That is a blessing, no doubt. But as far as this topic is concerned, ahankara vimudhatma here. He mentioned that karta, he uses the word karta. Aham karta, that guy has the idea that I am the one who did all this. How you can be the one who did all that? When you depend on so many people for your survival itself, how can you say I did all that? Even from a practical angle, you can't say that. And so, karta niti manyate, there he said. So like this, fifth chapter also, eighth shloka, naiva kinchit karomiti. Naiva kinchit, 5.8. Krishna is saying, I'm not doing anything. Krishna is all full of enigma. Constantly he says things and then he smiles and then he is doing all kinds of mischief. But he says, I don't do anything. He'll tell mother, why did you eat the butter? Yes, I ate the butter. Why did you eat the butter? I didn't eat the butter. And the mother doesn't know how to respond to these kinds of things. Doesn't know how to respond. It's the maximum we can shout at them. That's all. And so they will repeat the whole thing again. And so we saw that in the fifth chapter. So that kartritvam is something that's been talked about by Krishna. We'll come back and review that. And he's going to talk in the shloka about the 5 aspects of karma. 5 aspects of karma he's going to talk about. So we'll see all that in the next class. ॐ आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्. And praying for all the people who are suffering the hurricane in Houston and other places. काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. हरिः ॐ. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ॐ.